Guys, it's happened again. Some of you may remember last year, Yasin let me sit in on a flight to Sydney International Airport in a tiny little plane. Well, this time I was heading to the US, I put up this community post, and Tom offered to fly me around in a small plane in LA. Of course, I call his bluff. And bam, we're at San Bernardino Airport on the outskirts of LA, flying on a small plane. Of course, things don't always go to plan. Unfortunately, Tom's plane ended up leaking a ton of oil, but luckily, we have Uncle Dave. Tom's uncle, Dave, came to the rescue with his plane. So let's go on a fun flight over LA, check out probably the coolest office I've ever stepped foot in, and somehow also go on a quick tour of a DC-10 aerial firefighting jet. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting that last one. This is quite something, isn't it? We're next to like an Amazon distribution center. Where is Thomas? Here he comes.
Dave's coming from John Wayne. I don't know if you know where that is.
Oh, it's like near LA, right? Or is it Orange County? Orange County, yeah, Orange County. Yeah. So we had to wait a bit for Uncle Dave to come over from Orange County, but back when we were emailing, organizing this day out, Tom mentioned that there was a DC-10 firefighting jet getting maintenance done at San Bernardino. He tried to reach out to them to see if we could organize a tour, but heard nothing back. That's fine. A flight over LA is more than enough for one day. But of course, this is America. This is the most chill airport I think I've ever been to, so we just decided to wander over to the DC-10 to take a look.
If you just walk up the stairs, I mean, what are they going to tell you to do? Go back down?
I mean, you got a point, but... Wow.
Oh,
ah, okay, thank you. Furthest one that way. They do it all the time? I know. Crazy. Okay, we're good. No, thanks. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Wow.
Be careful.
Yeah, I won't go wandering around. So what are you guys doing to it right now? You're doing the full annual check?
Day check, yeah.
So is this usually empty, or is this...
This is normally about what it looks like. I mean, it's just messy.
Yeah.
But all this stuff's usually up here.
Okay, yeah.
Where did the tanks go?
Yeah, they underneath.
Tanks are mounted to the bottom. They're all over there, but they're taking off.
Oh, they're taking off, but they go underneath. Crazy.
The old luggage.
Yeah, you got a couple of luggage.
Yeah.
Be a great apartment.
Yeah.
Very cool. You know who an airline operated this at some point? Or?
I mean, they're all up here. This one isn't mine, but so it was all Northwest. It was
Omni.
Northwest, yeah.
Omni.
That Thai, yeah.
If it was Omni, it took a whole bunch of people to war.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Blue review.
Whoa. Thank you very much. Yeah, incredible.
Oh, I forgot they had a flight in here.
Why? The flight dynamics change massively when you drop it. It's like quite an actual... You're almost nose down, I think, when they go to drop, and then it like flicks up because of the weight. Because you're dropping like... Yeah, thousands of...
It'd be cool to have an office chair.
Yeah, just there.
Take off and just roll all the way to the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it looks like it's completely smooth.
It's just, yeah, it's just an empty...
There's no like, what do they call them? Those like storage rack. Track.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think the 7.4 has ladders on the inside. The super tanker.
Oh, yeah. Incredible. All right. This DC-10 is operated by 10 Tanker, a company based out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, there's not much information out there about the origins of this company, but I believe that it was a joint venture by the San Carlos-based Cargo Conversions LLC and Omni Air. Cargo Conversions, well, it's sort of in the name. It's a company that converts old passenger jets into cargo jets. And Omni Air is a charter airline that's probably most well known for operating flights for the US Department of Defense. They have a fleet of 767s and 777s to do this. Quick side note, prior to starting his business here in California, Tom spent a few years with General Atomics, working with these drones. I won't get into drone operations in this video, but these did involve deployments to Africa and the Middle East, and in some of these cases, he caught flights with Omni Air. I asked Tom about the service on these flights. What's it like on board? Well, he reports that it's very similar to any commercial flight, except in his experience, they didn't have any in-flight entertainment, so if you forgot to download some movies, you were in for a very boring time. Otherwise, they do stop, often multiple times to refuel. The fully loaded 767s don't have the range to make it all the way to the Middle East or Africa. One of the spots they're almost always stopping in is Shannon Island. The airport in Shannon is rather legendary in the aviation history books and something that I want to explore in the future. But today, it's just a small airport with limited services to Europe and the US. And well, a lot of US military services too, which has caused some controversy with the locals. Anyway, if we go back to the early 2000s, Omni operated a small fleet of DC-10s. Now, my read on the situation from a few interviews and ancient news articles is basically this. Cargo Conversions president Rick Hatton saw this opportunity in the aerial tanker space, and so he partnered up with Omni to convert their aging DC-10s into firefighting jets. Obviously, he came from a cargo conversion background, so the modification of these jets was a relatively simple process. They started with just one, but have since expanded into a fleet of 4 aircraft that get contracts with governments, mostly in the US, but they've also been sent to Canada and Australia. These jets aren't fighting fires directly. Instead, they're dropping around 35,000 liters of fire retardant in a line that's around 90 meters wide and 1.6 kilometers long. The idea here is to create brake lines that will contain wildfires within a given area. The pilots of these jets, they're a little crazy. They fly incredibly low in order to accurately drop the retardants in the right spots. Some of these videos are truly gnarly. In terms of size, the DC-10s aren't the highest capacity tankers out there, but they come close. For a time, 3 747 firefighting jets were developed by Evergreen Aviation. These had internal tanks and were capable of dropping 74,000 liters of fire retardant, but they proved to be too large and uneconomical. These have since all been converted back to normal cargo jets. Russia has a small fleet, and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation here, of Illusion II-76 firefighting jets. These can carry up to 49,000 liters of fire retardant. But in terms of what is available in the West today, the DC-10s are the biggest. They've found their niche primarily in fighting California's wildfires, and this seems to be a pretty good business for them. Speaking of the business of firefighting, with this being a privately held company, they get contracted by governments on a sort of retainer basis. I'll quote numbers from the 2007 to 2009 fire seasons, but they get paid $5 million per aircraft per year, and then charge $5,500 per flight hour when they're needed. In this situation, they're on call and ready to launch within an hour. Firefighting is not cheap. As we see more of these fires due to, I'm not going to say, climate change, we'll likely see more of these jets required around the world. And well, I guess governments are just going to have to up their budgets to account for all of this.
I would see and do stuff that I would later see on the news like hours later, and I was like, that's not how the story went, but pretty close.
Yeah, okay.
At this point, Uncle Dave arrived from Orange County in his Piper Saratoga, right here. I also forgot to introduce our last character here in this story, Tom's dog, Jesse.
I'm on dog duty. I gotta keep this dog under control.
Can you hear us now?
I can now hear you, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Did you guys have a war with emus?
I think that did actually happen, yeah.
And lost?
I think they put up a pretty good fight.
For them, I guess it was an ideological war.
For the emus or for us?
I think I have to pee. Hold it.
You got a bottle back there? You're looking very, very good back there. Shoes off and everything, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And my own sunshade that isn't locked out by the flight attendants.
Yeah, you get full control?
Full control, yep.
Are they just storing old Delta planes here?
Yeah. Well, some of them aren't that old. I think those are, what, A220s?
They're trying to harden the roofs of them.
Hardening the roof. Too soon, Dave.
Too soon?
I just got it, yep. I just got it.
Too soon?
Took me a minute.
Okay.
Oh, do you see this 727 here?
Yeah. Wow. 727 and a
Two A340s.
A340 off the mic
for exchange approved.
random.
Just getting picked apart.
Alright, I don't really need to run up here. Clear for takeoff, runway 6, Mike Alpha, left turn departure.
We took off towards the east, but pretty much straight away through a big old left-hand turn to head west. Now let's get ourselves familiarized with LA here. It's huge. We're starting our journey over in the east and sort of doing a big anti-clockwise loop over the city.
I think the autopilot's up.
Not turning right.
No, it's turning me to the mountain. I don't want to go to the mountain. Oh, something's screwy.
Now, I realize only a small subset of people get to fly in these sorts of planes, so what's it like? Well, Dave Saratoga is actually pretty comfortable in the scheme of things, but these small planes are super bumpy, loud, and you really don't want to be up here if you have any fear of flying. That being said, you do really feel the flying. The plane feels alive, and well, the views are priceless.
Oh, that's Cable Airport down there. That's where my plane is right now.
There, yeah.
So there's a lot of airports just in this.
Yes, a lot. Kind of a mecca of aviation.
Yeah. Oh, so that's downtown LA directly. Those buildings? Is that?
Yeah, those buildings out there, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Flight
Yeah.
smoother, Dave?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me stabilize it for you. Thank you.
It's the Hollywood sign, right side.
Oh wow, yeah. That is crazy.
Looks a lot smaller than you thought it would, huh?
Yeah.
Most people think it's huge, like the size of the mountain.
Yeah.
This is Hollywood now, West Hollywood.
West Hollywood?
WeHo, as they call it.
Yeah.
Expensive rent.
Yeah. I can imagine, holy moly. So we're past downtown LA.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, kind of behind us.
and then these buildings up here.
This is Century City,
Okay.
the western part of LA.
Yep.
High rent district.
So these are the Hollywood Hills.
34-2 for 804. Yes.
There you go.
Wow. Where the Manson murders happened. Fun fact.
Very specific, but
You
yeah.
can talk about that in the video.
Yeah, could do that.
In August of 1969, right here in these Hollywood Hills, Charles Manson... Okay, no, this is too much of a tangent even for me. Go watch the Netflix series on it or something like that. I don't know.
It truly does keep on going, doesn't it? Just everywhere. People.
Yeah, it's just as far as you can see.
Yeah.
No other animal could do this.
30 million.
Yeah.
Greater Los Angeles has about 30 million.
Dead, wow.
6,500.
Big burn area up here in the front left.
Oh yeah, we're right over it.
Whoa.
This is
Jeez.
the one time the news wasn't exaggerating.
That's crazy. Like, there's houses just next door that are fine.
We took this flight in late February, so about 3 to 4 weeks after the Palisades fire was fully contained. It's a morbid topic. I don't really know enough about fires to really comment, but from the sky, it really puts the whole thing into perspective. The Pacific Palisades is really close to LA, like right there, just north of Santa Monica. The other thing that really struck me was how some houses were still standing. This image went viral on X and Reddit. It's a house designed by architect Greg Chasen. How and why did this survive while all of the neighboring houses perished? Well, Greg openly admits that the biggest factor is purely just luck, but several fire-resilient design strategies definitely came into play here too. The house featured Mediterranean desert-style landscaping, concrete garden walls, no eaves or overhangs that can trap embers, and it also has a metal roof with no attic vents, preventing embers from entering the structure. Some other elements really aren't visible, but still vital to the fire-resistant design. These include walls with a 1-hour fire rating, decking made from Class A fire-resistant wood. This stuff is as resistant to ignition as concrete or steel, and tempered glass windows that can withstand the conditions and protect the interior. Overall, a fundamental reassessment of building practices is necessary to adapt to the increasing intensity and frequency of wildfires in places like Southern California. But when you look at it from the sky and see the devastation, it is truly just that. Devastating for everyone affected.
Kind of like breathtaking in a really morbid way.
It's really morbid, but like, yeah. Crazy to see.
Kind of unrelated fun fact, we're also near the mountain that Kobe died on.
Oh, okay.
Don't put that in the film.
Yeah, full of fun facts. Rest in peace, King.
R.I.P. Oh, here comes the money shot.
That is incredible. Wow.
Anything land under us?
Oh, someone just took off.
Approach Saratoga 297 Mike Alpha. Do you want me to stay with you or switch to 213? Who is it? Saratoga 297 Mike Alpha. Knew you forgot about me.
297 Mike Alpha. Did you call me previously? This is the first time I've heard you.
I called you when I came out of the special flight rules corridor.
Did I respond to you?
Yes.
Even gave us a heading.
Yeah, you gave me headings.
This is why I don't talk to them.
Next time, if you called us, we might not have heard you. Just call again if we don't give you a code.
Roger that, Mike Alpha.
He did give us a
Man,
code.
flight 8 traffic 1 o'clock,
You was
1 mile
busy.
southeast on 4000 indicated.
At this point, we'd crossed right over the top of LAX and we're turning back towards San Bernardino. We've got some great views of the port of LA here and Long Beach, where the Queen Mary has been parked up and converted into a hotel. After that, it was a straight trip back. We did get a brief glimpse of Disneyland, which is way less magical from the sky.
Didn't want to fly, huh? That's kind of weird.
Huh?
Just wants to sit in the back and be catered to.
Well, I mean,
Wants to act like a king. Well, you just want to see what it's like, huh?
I'm not on your insurance. If we
Yeah,
were both
yeah.
up there, then yeah, but your plane to Ben, not mine. Yeah, this is Riverside now. Riverside's kind of a big city.
Is this sort of not counted as LA anymore? Or is this still kind of the metro?
Yeah, this is not really LA. This is all kind of called the Inland Empire.
Okay.
There's LA, Inland Empire, then Orange County.
Gotcha, yeah.
270, San Mike Alpha. Do they even have the approach in here?
Oh, we're gonna die.
Okay.
Dave, didn't you fly it in when you landed? This is San Bernardino now, the city of.
Yeah, okay. This is where you'll get shot.
This is where you'll get shot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The south of the freeway. South of the freeway is safe.
There he is.
Yeah, actually.
Safer.
Yeah. Who told you that?
The Uber driver. Yeah.
Clear to land, runway 6, San Mike Alpha.
Flight attendants, seats for arrival, please.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Another on-time Ryanair.
Flaps up, gears up. Hopefully gears up.
You mean down?
Gears down, yeah.
Oh boy. Be a fun call to the insurance guy.
Yeah.
And it is really a complex airspace. So
Yeah, there's a lot going on. That radio is crazy. It's always someone. We parked Dave's plane in the hangar.
Just clear.
Went out for a quick lunch. Came back.
The hangar or the car? I don't want to hit your car. I would help otherwise, yeah.
Bid our farewells to Uncle Dave.
Yeah, great to meet you. Thank you very much for that.
That was fun.
that was the last we ever saw of Uncle Dave.
Yeah, I'm going to start to go.
I'll see you. You've got the most incredible office known to man, I think. So, do you want a shout out for the company? No? No shout out for the company?
I don't think your audience would be my target audience.
Fair enough.
And then it was back to the hotel with a quick detour via the passenger terminals at San Bernardino Airport.
You can kind of tell how it used to be a military base, though.
Yeah, they got these sort of, that style.
When the base was open, from what my neighbors have told me,
Yeah.
this used to be like a really good middle class area because it had all these jobs, good earning incomes. But then it closed in 95.
The whole of San Bernardino sort of
Yeah,
area.
it kind of became all the middle class families associated with the base moved away and just left low income people. But I think it's slowly starting to get better.
We'll look right inside.
can probably just leave this here.
I mean,
Okay.
see if we can get in.
Let's see what happens. Big for forgiveness. That should be the title of this episode.
That should be. Yeah. I'm feeling nothing will happen here.
Kind of like a ghost airport. Oh.
Yeah, I reckon it's just.
It's like a legitimate airport. Watch, in 10 years you'll come back and all these will be filled with airline names.
Hopefully. I mean, I hope for this area.
Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, I hope so.
I need to say a massive thank you to Tom here for organizing this whole thing. And of course, also a massive thanks to Uncle Dave for saving the day and doing the flying. This was a truly incredible experience, and I hope at least some of that magic came through in this video. Also, I'm happy to report that Tom's plane is back in the air, so maybe next time Dave can be the one chilling out in the backseat. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Simon? Is that Simon?
What's Simon?
It's a wild shot. It's like in the hangar and then just in your office and then. Ah, cool. Howdy, guys. Hey, guys. You probably can't see us back, but.
That burn area was crazy.
Yeah, that was wild to see from. Yeah.